All right, so here we go. This is our last video, and there's 4 problems, so let's do it together. It says which graph correctly represents the inequality. So let's go ahead and work through this. We've got 3 minus 4x less than or equal to negative 9. Well, the first thing we need to get rid of is that 3. So I'm going to subtract 3 from each side. If you don't know where to start, just remember, cover up the variable and everything with it, and get rid of whatever else is there first. So I'm going to bring down negative 4x less than or equal to negative 9, and negative 3 is negative 12. Then I'm dividing by a negative 4, which makes some magic happen. That means that inequality has to flip. And your answer is x greater than or equal to 3. So it's going to be a closed circle on a 3, and it's going to go to the right. So it's got to be this one right here. Okay? Alrighty, let's look at the next one. Identify all solutions to the following inequality. So the first thing we have to do is solve it. We're going to have to put together some like terms here. We're going to have to combine some families. So let's start there. When you're combining families, you're only working on one side of the equation or inequality at a time. So we've got a 3.5x, and we've got a positive 7, and we've got a negative 1.5x. So I'm going to use my calculator. So I'm going to start with 3.5 minus 1.5, and that gives me 2x, and then plus 7, and then I'll have less than negative 9. I just brought those down, okay? All right, so I'm going to get rid of my negatives, or my plus 7 first by subtracting from both sides. So I have 2x less than negative 16. And if you want to put that in the calculator, you can. Negative 9 minus 7. And then I'm going to divide by a positive 2, so that means nothing's going to flip. All right, and I get x less than negative 8. So whenever I get an answer like that, I always make a number line. That way I know exactly what my answer should look like. So I'm going to make a little bitty number line here. I'm going to put a negative 8 there and a 0 here. I know it's an open circle above the negative 8, and I know that it's going to the left. So everything smaller than negative 8 is an answer. It cannot be equal to. Negative 6 is bigger. Negative 10 is smaller. That's a good one. 0 is bigger. 3 is bigger. And negative 12 is smaller. So you've got 2 answers there. Negative 10 and negative 12. Let's look at the next one. All right. What is the solution to the inequality below? So let's start. We have an x value on the right, so we're going to have to put it in a box so that the UPS man can move it. It's a negative 3x, so to move it, we're going to add 3x to each side. 2 x's and 3 x's is 5x plus 9 greater than 13. We're going to move that 9 away by subtracting. We have 5x greater than 4. Again, use your calculator. 13 minus 9 gives you 4. Then we're going to divide each side by a positive 5, which means nothing is flipping. And you get x greater than 4 over 5, which is right here. Okay? Oops.
She's in the cafeteria.
Sorry about that, guys. We had a little thing going on. All right, we got one more thing. What algebraic inequality is represented by the sentence below? So this says 3 less than is a flip phrase or flip word, so it's going to be minus 3. 4 times a number, so let's do the 4x, is no more than 16. That means that the 4x minus 3 has to be less than 16. It cannot be, or it can be equal to, because it can't be any more than, no more than 16. So let's see if we have a 4x minus 3 less than or equal to 16. Yes, we do. That is D. All right, glad I finished that, because it's time to go to our last class. See you guys later.